Welcome to another edition of It's Just Me, hosted by Brent Fox. This is going to be a shorter edition of the show. I wanted to make sure that I actually responded to a debate that was sparked from Monday's Usual Suspects 6th show that usually comes on YouTube Monday, Wednesday, and Friday around, I would say, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard. Now, the debate sparked because of a conversation regarding Richardson Hitchens. He had two options, one of which he emphatically stated to F. Devin Haney and Bill Haney. So he wants, obviously, a fight with Devin Haney. And then there was Teofimo Lopez, who actually came in the ring with him and, for whatever reason, was taking pictures. The reason that is perplexing to me is because Teofimo Lopez, along with Ryan Garcia, oh no, we didn't forget about you, Mr. Garcia, are very well known and well documented racists. Racists. And the way that, and the stance that I am actually taking on that is to not do business with them at all, to completely ostracize and alienate them as long as they were trying to associate with any other black fighter or any other black content creator or any type of black advertisement exec, anything black, we shouldn't deal with them. But there's also another side to this. I'll use myself for an example. If me, Brent Fox, who works a regular job, has to deal with racists for significantly less, just to make sure that I'm actually paying bills and putting food on the table, and having to do this, then who am I to tell someone that could actually change the life of their family not to do what's financially or what seems to be financially best for them? Okay, that is a very fair argument. All right. The only thing that I think about is this: if you don't take a stand for something and you're actually accepting of certain people or behaviors, when is enough going to be enough? Because, yes, you can actually take that money and use it to actually help yourself and your family, and that's excellent. As a matter of fact, that is a huge success story, to be quite honest with you. But if it's a situation, if all right, getting back to it. So yes, again, you know, being being able to actually change the life of yourself and your family is a huge and monumental accomplishment. Unfortunately, again, you kind of have to look at what things actually cost you. If you're able to do this and be all right with the decision that you made, and you know it doesn't affect you or your family, then I have nothing to say about it. I'm just a regular guy working a regular job anyway, so it doesn't matter. But there are some examples in which men took stands for something. A more recent example was Colin Kaepernick standing against the NFL via the police brutality and social justice reform as well. Let's not forget that. But when he took that stand, he was ostracized and alienated and never got his career back. Muhammad Ali, who most people actually look at as a hero, was also treated the same way, if not worse. Muhammad Ali was ostracized and alienated from the sport that he actually loved and what generated uh, a huge amount of money that changed his life and also his family's life. The man was actually reduced to having to sell Fistful of Fries, Muhammad Malts, and Champ Burgers. And yes, he did speaking engagements and he was making a little bit of coin off of that. But it wasn't the purses that he was actually making fighting other fighters. So there's that. When you actually take a stand against something, you have to be prepared for those types of situations, unfortunately. It's not just going to be a situation to where you take a stand and you basically flat out win because these other people see that they were so wrong for doing what they're doing. It doesn't really happen that way in real life. So I understand that there's a fear of uh, the repercussions and consequences of taking a stand against something like that. But we also see these men as heroic icons for the culture. Let's not forget that. Now, what I would also want to make sure that I mention is this. Yes, we all have to do things or compromise ourselves to try to make a living. I understand that. Myself included, I am not excluded from that. But what I want to wrap this up with is a question. What's the cost of your integrity? Y'all get back at me in the comments section. And until I see you guys next time,